Hi there, welcome to the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be talking about the Salmon Faverolle. Everything you need to know about that breed, if it's the right one for your flock, and other stuff as far as caring for it, if it's the right breed for eggs, and so on. Before we get into that, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also be sure to subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. If you subscribe using the link in the description, you'll receive a free ebook on the 10 best egg-laying chicken breeds. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So Salmon Faverolles are the barnyard comedians. They are enthusiastic about everything they do, curious to the point of nosiness, and quite talkative. They will always run to you when they see you coming, hoping for treats, but even without treats, they seem genuinely happy to see you. This chicken breed is just about perfect for the homesteader or urban backyard, and they really are becoming quite popular now. So let's take a closer look at this breed and see if it's the right one for you. Let's start off with the history of Faverolles. Salmon Faverolles originated in a small village in France called Faverolles. Their genetic composition mixes Houdon, Brahma, French Reins, Flemish Cuckoo, Malines, and Dorking. It is entirely possible that other breeds were used as well. We'll never know for sure since no records exist of the creation of this breed. French farmers were looking for a hen that fleshed out well for the market and laid a good amount of eggs. At the time, the Houdon was the current breed in favor and supplied the Parisian markets with fresh meat and eggs, but the Houdon detested the recent introduction of cage confinement and did not behave well. The farmers were looking for a hen that tolerated cage confinement better than the Houdon. The Faverolles seemed to tolerate confinement very well and did not exhibit any cage-induced bad habits as the Houdon did. They were equally at home foraging in the fields, and they are a very accommodating breed. In 1894, the first Faverolles were imported to the UK, where the British continued to work with the bird and even set a UK standard for the breed. It wasn't until the early 1900s when they were imported to the States by a Dr. Phelps of Glen Falls, New York. Now let's get into the Salmon Faverolles' appearance and standards. So where to start? Their beard makes them look adorable with their fluffy faces. The single comb should have 5 points and is red, as is the face. Wattles are small to non-existent. The beak is a pinkish horn color, and the eyes are a reddish bay. Their body is deep and broad and about like the shape of a trapezoid. The back and breast are both wide, and there's deepness through the keel. This has the effect of making them look a lot bigger than they really are. The color of the feathers is a rich honeyed salmon color. Over the back, head, and wings, they have white straw-colored breasts speckled with salmon. The breast, muff, and lower half of the body are much lighter straw cream color. The underfluff is a grayish color. The feathers are fluffy and loose, which also makes them look bigger than they are. Legs are feathered, and each foot has 5 toes. A genetic presence from the Dorking. The legs are white in color, as is the skin. The rooster is altogether different from the hen in coloring. He sports a black beard, black undercarriage, and a black breast, and is overall a magnificent looking bird. He has straw-colored hackles, back, and saddle. The wing has a rich gold color on the bow with a triangular white tip. Tail primaries are beetle green, and leg feathers are black. Underfluff is slate gray. Roosters have a reputation of being calm, non-aggressive, and rather regal. The Faverolles tend to mature a bit earlier than other breeds, and once they start laying, they will lay well through the winter. Once mature, a hen will weigh in at 6.5 pounds, with a rooster weighing 8 pounds. Now let's talk about the standard. Although several color varieties are available here in the US, only salmon and white are recognized colors. The salmon color was accepted to the APA in 1914 and the white much later in 1981. The APA classifies this chicken as continental, while the ABA classify it as a feather-legged, and the PCGB classify it as a soft feather heavy. The first Bantam Faverolles were created in 1925. Weights for the Bantams are about, for males, 30 ounces and females, 26 ounces. Salmon Faverolles are exuberant about life. They're friendly, curious, and comical. They will dash wildly around the yard, bumping into each other and carry on as if whatever they are doing is of the utmost of importance. They are very cuddly and lovable, and they enjoy talking with you, especially one-on-one. When I put mine to bed at night, they won't go on their own. They are spoiled. I chat with them and they chatter back as if they are answering me. Occasionally, you will get a grumpy one, but that is an exception, not the rule. They're docile, gentle birds, and as such, do tend to be at or near the bottom of the pecking order, so oversee them to make sure the more assertive hens aren't bullying them. As for eggs, they're good layers of tinted, very light brown, medium-sized eggs. They lay an average around 180 to 200 eggs per year, which is roughly 4 eggs per week. The opinions are divided on the broodiness of this chicken, but from observing my own little flock, I would say it's about average. I have one who goes broody every year, but she is easy to break. The others are too busy being nosy to care about being broody. Folks who have allowed them to set say they're reliable setters and make good mothers. Maybe I'll give it a try this year. Let's talk about some health issues, some common health issues. Their beards and feathered legs are prone to lice. You'll need to check regularly to make sure your flock does not have an infestation. If you need to dust them, be careful around the eyes and beak. The dust can irritate both. Feathered legs are prone to scaly leg mites. The feathers make it very difficult to spot until the problem is noticeable. Again, regular checking should keep things under control. Other than that, the Faverolles seem to be a robust and healthy bird with an expected lifespan of 5 to 7 years. So is the Salmon Faverolle the right bird for you? If you want a hen that makes you smile, loves to cuddle, and is great with kids, the Salmon Faverolles may be right for you. Their comical antics are sure to bring a smile to your face if you raise them for chicks. They will love to be held and fussed over. This is a very gentle bird that does very well with children. Even the roosters are said to be mellow and non-aggressive, although I would not recommend leaving any small child alone with any rooster until you are certain of the temperament. They do not fly well, so they don't really require high fences to keep them enclosed. As we have mentioned, they do well in confinement. If they are allowed to free range, they are good foragers and will be pretty happy in a smaller yard, although more space is always better. These chickens are good layers and lay well through the winter. If you're looking to put food on the table, the Faverolles dress out at a decent weight for a small family. So to summarize, this delightful chicken remains on the Livestock Conservancy threatened list. As it is becoming more popular with backyard keepers, perhaps it will move off the list completely. In past years, it was kept primarily as an ornamental or exhibition hen. Still, as more people discover the attributes of the bird, it's becoming a backyard favorite again, not only for the eggs, but also as a pet. Mine never cease to amuse me, and they are always ready to go. They're the first out in the morning and last in to come at night. Do you keep Faverolles? If so, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. That's going to do it for us here at the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for listening. If you find our content interesting, if you learn something new, if it changes your perspective, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. And with that, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.